So greetings everyone, this is the fourth lecture of chemical kinetics, and in this we will study about pseudo first order reaction. So what are pseudo first order reactions? Reactions which have two or more reactants, but rate of reaction depends only upon the concentration of one reactant, because in these reactions other reactant is present in large concentration and concentration of that reactant is taken to be constant. So let us consider this reaction in which reactant A and B react to give the products. So this is how we can write the rate of reaction. Rate of reaction is equal to constant rate constant multiplied by concentration of reactant, that is A, into concentration of reactant other reactant, that is B. So let us suppose that here B is present in large concentration, or B is our solvent molecule. So we know that solvent molecules are present in large concentration and their concentration is taken to be constant. So how we can write rate of reaction? Rate is equal to K naught. Here K naught is the product of K and the concentration of reactant which is taken to be constant. K naught into A, or if A is taken as solvent molecule, then its concentration will be taken as constant. So K, product of K into concentration of A, that will be written as K naught into B. So we can see that rate of reaction is first order with respect to A or first order with respect to B. So such reactions which are of first order with respect to A or with respect to B or with respect to other reactants, the reaction may have more than two reactants also. So the reactions which are of first order with respect to A or with respect to B are called as pseudo first order reactions. Pseudo means false. That means the reaction may have two or more reactants, but actually they follow first order kinetics. So two main examples of first order pseudo first order reactions are kinetics of hydrolysis of ethyl acetate and inversion of cane sugar. So let us discuss this example, that is inversion of cane sugar. So this is our sucrose molecule C12H22O11. It reacts with water in the presence of acid. It gives us glucose plus fructose. C6H12O6 is glucose and C6H12O6 is fructose. Here the sucrose which we have taken is dextrorotatory in nature, written as small d. Dextrorotatory is type of optical rotation. That means the substance can rotate the plane of polarized light towards the right direction. Such substances are called as dextrorotatory in nature. And the product which we are getting is glucose plus fructose. Glucose is dextrorotatory and fructose is levorotatory. Levorotatory means those substances which can rotate the plane of polarized light towards the left direction. This is also optical rotation. Please note down, this is not the capital D. Capital D is a different notation which we will discuss in next lectures. So this is small d. So small d stands for dextrorotatory and small l stands for levorotatory. So in the product we can see glucose is dextrorotatory in nature, fructose is levorotatory in nature, but dextrorotation of glucose is less than levorotation of fructose. So the mixture overall, the product mixture which we will get is levorotatory in nature. So we can see that dextrorotatory sugar mixture is converted into levorotatory mixture. So this is called as inversion of cane sugar. This is called as inversion of cane sugar, in which dextrorotatory mixture is converted into levorotatory mixture. So if we want to study this reaction, so this reaction can be studied by noting down. Progress of this reaction can be studied by following. Progress of this reaction can be studied by noting down the optical rotation of the mixture at different intervals of time. So progress of this reaction can be studied by noting down the optical rotation of the mixture at different intervals of time. अगर हम इस रिएक्शन को स्टडी करना चाहते हैं, इस रिएक्शन में क्या शो हो रहा है हमें ऑप्टिकल रोटेशन, तो हमें उसकी ऑप्टिकल रोटेशन स्टडी करनी पड़ेगी. सो वी विल स्टडी द ऑप्टिकल रोटेशन ऑफ मिक्सचर एट डिफरेंट इंटरवल्स ऑफ टाइम. सो लेट अस सपोज दैट R naught, it is the optical rotation of the mixture at the start of the reaction. R infinity, it is the optical rotation at the end of the reaction, and RT, it is the optical rotation after some instant of time t. So we can write that angle of rotation at infinite time. Infinite times means when the reaction is completed and the sucrose which you have taken is completely converted to the product mixture, that is glucose plus fructose. So angle of rotation at infinite times, that will be written as R naught, that is angle of rotation at the start of the reaction, optical rotation at the start of rotation of the reaction. R infinity, that is optical rotation at the end of the reaction. So R naught minus R infinity. Why we have written R naught first? Because optical rotation always decreases with time. So R naught हमने पहले लिखा है. So angle of rotation at infinite time is directly proportional to initial concentration of the sucrose, which is written as A. So angle of rotation at infinite times. Infinite times means when the complete reactant is converted to product. तब उसकी optical rotation कितनी होगी? जितना कि हमने sucrose लिया होगा, that is A. Also we can write that angle of rotation at any instant of time, that is given as R naught minus RT. That is directly proportional to amount of sucrose hydrolyzed, that is X. So we have the value of A is equal to R naught minus R infinity, and we have the value of X, that is R naught minus RT. So now we want to find the value of A minus X. So A minus X की वैल्यू निकाल देंगे. A की वैल्यू इज R naught minus R infinity, X की वैल्यू इज R naught minus RT. So on solving this, we will open the brackets. R naught से R naught कट जाएगा and we will get RT minus R infinity. So value of A minus X is RT minus R infinity. So putting the value in first order equation, K is equal to 2.303 upon T log A over A minus X. Value of A is R naught minus R infinity and value of A minus X is RT minus R infinity. Let us discuss one numerical. That inversion of cane sugar was studied and the following data was obtained. At time t is equal to 0, rotation of the mixture was 32.4 degrees. At 10 seconds, rotation was 28.8. At 20 seconds, the rotation was 25.5. At 30 seconds, the rotation is 22.4. At 40 seconds, the rotation is 19.6. And at infinite times, the rotation was 11.1 degrees. So show that the reaction is of first order. We can see that with time, as the time passes by, rotation is decreasing. So we know our first order equation is K is equal to 2.303 upon T log A over A minus X. Here A stands for the initial concentration of the reactant, which is not given. Here reactant is our cane sugar, but cane sugar की concentration की कहीं भी बात नहीं की गई है. What we have, what the data which we are given is that optical rotation of cane sugar is given. So we can't use this equation, as we have discussed just now that this equation in case of inversion of cane sugar is modified into this equation. So this equation we will use K is equal to 2.303 upon T log R naught minus R infinity over RT minus R infinity. So this is the table which we will draw. In first column we will write down T, then value of RT, that is rotation at that particular instant of time, then RT minus R infinity. Then we will find the value of K. So at different instants of time you will find the value of K, and you will see like for 10 seconds, at 10 seconds what we can see that 10 seconds the rotation is 28.8. Then you will find out the value of RT minus R infinity. RT minus R infinity comes out to be 39.9. RT minus R infinity means 28.8 minus 11.1. So this will come out to be 39.9. So K की value you will find out. K is equal to 2.303 upon 10 log R infinity minus RT. That is R infinity minus 11.1 minus RT minus into minus 28.8. So this will come out to be 43.5 over this is RT minus R infinity. 0.0086. So you will see that value of K will come out to be constant, that is 0.0086 minute inverse at different intervals of time, that is 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds and 40 seconds. So you will write in the end that as the value of K comes out to be constant, so the reaction is of first order. So the reaction is of first order. Also, the second example which we discussed was the decomposition of ethyl acetate. So this is the ethyl acetate, CH3COOC2H5 plus water. In the presence of acid, it gives us acetic acid plus ethyl alcohol. So the progress of this reaction, as we can see that this reaction has two acids present. So to study this reaction, we can easily titrate it with any alkali. So the progress of this reaction is studied by titrating with some alkali, and the commonly used alkali is NaOH. So after studying this equation, K is equal to 2.303 upon T log A over A minus X. If A is the concentration of reactant, if the concentration of reactants are given, then you can easily use this equation, A over A minus X, if the concentration of reactant and product is given. But if the concentration of reactant and product is not given and concentration of alkali is given, so this equation will be modified into this equation, that is 2.303 upon T log V infinity minus V naught over V infinity minus Vt. V infinity is the volume of alkali used at the end of the reaction, at the completion of the reaction. V naught is the volume of alkali used at the start of the reaction, and Vt is the volume of alkali used at any instant of time t. So you can check this example from the book also. Thank you.